What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Sicat Kickboxing Club. My name is Chris, and today I'm going to be showing you the sweep with a knee. You're probably wondering why I have a sweep over here. It's a corny joke. For some reason, I have this random broom that I sweep with, but forget about that. It's just a really bad joke. But anyway, I'm going to teach you, like I said, the basic sweep to a knee. Now, a lot of people teach sweeps very differently. I'll show you a very basic and effective way to do this sweep, and it works pretty much for everyone to off-balance your opponent. Now, before we get started, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. I also have a free video if you sign up for my email list. I'll click the links down below. It's the key to improving your kickboxing faster. And also, if you like the gear that you're seeing on these videos, I never recommend anything that I personally wouldn't use. I like good quality stuff, so that will be in the show notes down below as well. And I also run a martial arts self-improvement podcast for tips and tricks to get to improve in your martial arts, whether you do jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, or just MMA in general. All right, so let's get started. With the sweep, I like these kinds of sweeps because fighting, to me, is all about intellect, right? We watch fighting and then we like to watch it for the knockouts and the entertainment aspect of it. But for here, it's about pretty much range, distance, timing, the things that people don't think about when it comes to a primitive sport like this. So today I'm going to teach you how to off-balance your opponent with a basic sweep. So first things first, I'm going to shadow this. So over here, guys, with using your feet, a sweep, a lot of people, they do sweeps differently. A lot of people, first and foremost, they'll kind of kick like this with their feet, but now you're just kicking. You're just kind of like kicking your opponent, okay? It's not a sweep, it's a kick. So when a lot of people will do this to sweep an opponent to get them off balance, they'll actually kick their opponent and it's not an actual sweep. Now, the second mistake to a sweep is that they will actually put their heel up like this, hook the leg, and then try to sweep them from there. Number one, that takes too much time. Number two, it's just not the proper way to sweep as well. Now, never say never, but for this instance, it's gonna be nice, short, and subtle, all right? So when I personally do my sweep, it's literally like the broom I was holding. You're literally sweeping. So it's a basic, but you have to rep it out to get good at it. So it's a basic movement. So if you look at the camera angle down below, you're gonna sweep with your front leg right here, and you're just going to do this motion. This sweeping motion is the best way I can describe it. So look down here with my feet, like that. Basic, right? You're literally just sweeping, sweeping the floor like this, like you're taking dirt off the floor, right? Very basic, but very effective once you get a feel for the technique. As always rep it out because yeah, it looks simple, but to be able to pull it off isn't so much until you have the technique down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my training partner here, Joe, over here to demonstrate it with you guys. So Joe over here, we're gonna stand both orthodox right here, face to face. And just for simplicity, and I'll show you how to set it up towards the end of the video, but just for simplicity, I'm gonna do exactly what I said on the basic sweep. I'm not going to hook the leg. A lot of people will have the tendency to kind of do this with their foot, or like I said, they'll kick, they'll sweep it, but they'll just kick the leg and then their leg won't go anywhere because the motions are different, all right? So when Joe's standing here and he's heavy on that foot, okay? What I'm gonna do, since he's heavy on that leg, I will do that sweeping motion that we talked about, all right? So watch. I'm not gonna kick his leg like this because his leg isn't probably going anywhere. That's for a different move. It's not a sweep, it's just a leg kick. With the hooking with the leg, look, you could get caught up here. And then if Joe doesn't budge, I mean, look where he's at. He could just punch me directly. So over here, guys, when he's heavy on that foot, I want him heavy on that foot. Not necessarily all the time, but for this drill, I want him heavy so that his legs fall even heavier, if that makes any sense. So with the sweeping motion, like this, I'm gonna do the same thing here. And the thing about this, guys, is it's gonna be on the lower part of his ankle to Achilles to his heel. That's because that's where he's the weakest, okay? If I were to sweep him here in his calf, I mean, he's pretty strong there, all right, because of his big ass leg. So, if he has thick thighs, you know, if he's that thick boy, then that's gonna be even harder to do, you know? So you gotta get him at, like what John Donnerhard would say when you're trying to break an arm, at the end of the fulcrum. So at the end over here. So he's easier to sweep. He's weaker down there, all right? So here, I'm gonna do the basic move of sweeping. You see that? It's easy to get him off guard, all right? When you do the proper technique. So down here in the camera, look. I'm literally sweeping the floor. I'm not kicking the floor. I'm not hooking it. I'm not hooking his leg and then bringing it up. I'm sweeping, okay? So one more time here. So I'm just gonna demonstrate from here. This is a drill that you could do with your friend. Really, really easy. So again, and don't try to like bang your leg into it. Like I said, do the motion, all right? Don't kick them because you're gonna hurt yourselves. So over here, I'm gonna go at the very low of his Achilles and ankle, and then I'm just gonna do that sweeping motion. And if you notice, he's heavy on that leg, and that's gonna automatically put him here, okay? Again, like that. Okay, like that. Hands up, always have your face protected, of course. So the next part to this, guys, is that after I sweep him, if you notice that he's getting off balance, because that's the main thing that we're trying to do with the sweep, well, guess what's there? Your knee. Your knee to his face, pretty much, or your knee to his ribs, all right? So over here, so I'm gonna have Joe really get heavy on that leg, okay? Get really heavy on that leg. He's not like pretending to like fall down or anything. I'm gonna have him really heavy. So I'll show you the effectiveness of this move when I really do it, okay? In real time. So if he's really heavy on that leg, and if I do the sweep properly, right? Just like any technique, I don't have to go any harder than I should. I can just, boom. You see that? It's such a motion move that you don't have to put any force into it. He just goes once you learn the technique. That's the beautiful thing about kickboxing. So the second part of this, like I was saying, was that once your opponent is heavy on that leg, and then once you do the proper sweeping motion, boom. See? Boom. Your knee is literally right there. That's why I love these moves. I like moves that flow right into it. So again, we'll do it one more time. So here, right? Boom. Again. Here. Boom. He falls right into it. You can do it with the face. You can do it on his ribs. But the point is, he's off balance and he's literally not able to do anything. So that is the most basic way to sweep someone, to fall right into one of your hardest weapons, which is your knee. That's why I have these knee pads on when you're doing these drills. Wear something protective so you can protect your partner as well, okay? So the next thing to that, guys, is that obviously if we're in a real fight, right, I'm not just gonna go in up close because that makes me vulnerable, and then go for the sweep because it makes it kind of obvious. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, now we're connecting a lot of things together. Like last week with my training partner Joe here, I showed you the hook to get him heavy on that leg, and then leg kick, right? That's the setup to it. It's gonna be practically the same thing. If you wanna get someone heavy on this leg, you gotta cause a distraction up top, okay? For me, personally, it's a good basic hook. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna distract them, boom, like that, and I don't even have to hit him with his hook. You can choose to, but then for me, it's just a distraction. My intentions aren't to hit him with his hook. My intention is to sweep him and then knee him right after. So I'm going to hook, and look, I got him heavy on that foot because he's distracted here. Look where his weight is shifted. It's on this side of his body. Now, right? We'll do it slow, okay? Just for like a interaction kind of role play kind of thing, okay? So he's gonna come here, and look, once I sweep him, he's gonna go down, and then he falls right into the knee, okay? So again, nice and slow, let's go. Look, when I hook him, he's gonna have to block, all his weight's down here. And then when I come in, he's gonna be distracted by that. So that gives me the go ahead to sweep and then boom, hit him with a knee, okay? Now if you were to do it in real time, I'm gonna do it real time, nice and safe, guys, if you're practicing this. So if I'm fighting here, right, me and Joe are fighting, boom, boom, right? And obviously, usually I like to grab the head once he goes down, because right, I'm gonna clinch him so I have full control of him. But for this purposes, I want you to focus on the knee. So, there you go, I can do this, sweep, boom, right? Or I can, here, again, heavy, sweep, grab his head, boom. He just falls right into it. And again, it just flows right into it. I like moves that flow together because it's just right, it feels right. And it's once it feels right, most likely you're doing it right, okay? So that is the basic sweep to the knee. Very, very basic, but very effective. Again, that's why I like teaching basics. And if you want to distract your partner, add the hook to it, sweep, and then knee. I want to thank you again, guys, for tuning in for another video. And again, guys, check out the podcast. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I love making these videos. Share it with your friends, whoever wants to learn the art of kickboxing. And check out my email list to get that free video. All right, till next time.